Look at how much dust is on my bedside table. I have this notebook that I use for writing down like scripts about when I want to say things in videos, and I couldn't find it today, so I spent about 15 minutes turning my room upside down trying to find this thing, and then when I finally found it and looked in it, I had nothing useful about the subject, so I'm running blind here. But I'm full of enough rage that I think I can probably sustain myself, which is a good thing. First off, I'm gonna do a hair tour. This is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the back. Look at how nice and nothingness it is. I love the look of long hair. And you can just be like, aha, look at this. I have long hair and I can braid it if I want and have little bits, but then I don't get the feeling of it on the back of my neck, which is stupid and I hate it. Anyways, I cannot begin to explain how much I fucking hate summertime. I don't think I like a single thing about this season. Number one, I don't like the sun. I know that it's like scientifically proven or whatever. Thank you, Goldie from Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, to make people happy or something. Maybe it causes dopamine to surge. I don't know what the science is. All I know is that whatever the science is does not apply to me. I just don't like it. It drains me of everything that makes me be productive. It drains me of my happiness. Is this ringworm? Fingers crossed that's not ringworm. I just don't like how it's bright. I don't really care for natural light that much. I prefer it to be dark and then like we get to light up things. Obviously it's better sunlight for filming, so great. I guess that is one very, 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 very faint silver lining. I just don't like it. I don't like the sun. I also don't like how warm it is. That bleeds into number two. Sun, warm. Room, warm. I hate it. Also, sorry if there's like a buzzing sort of in the background. I have my machine running. My air purifier. I forgot the name for a second. Also, sorry that the camera keeps like refocusing. I have no idea why it's doing that, and I don't care enough to stop it. So I am not very good at handling heat, just like in general. I remember once I ran into one of my friends on the way to work. We worked in separate places and it was like January or something and I wasn't wearing a jacket because I was already sweaty just from having to like walk to the bus stop. And she was like, "How are you not cold?" And I was like, I wish I were cold right now. I just overheat very easily, so if it's already hot, that just makes my suffering worse. I already have a bad time trying to fall asleep because of bad ADHD, sleep delayed, bad brain. But now it's even more delayed because it's just too hot to fall asleep. I sleep with a pair of construction headphones every night, which is not comfortable. But I need like complete silence to do that. But now that I need to sleep with my fan on, that's just even more noise that it can't block out. And then all around, it's really bad. Ah! It's really bright, just like absolutely fucking everywhere. You wake up, I'm waking up at like 5 a.m. every day now, not on my own volition, because it's just too bright that it just shines through my curtains and wakes me the fuck up. And then at like 9 p.m. it's like still bright outside. I hate that so fucking much. Get dark at 5. That's how the world should work. Get dark at 5 p.m. Okay? 5:30 then. If it's not like pitch black by 6, I'm not happy. I also don't want it to be light until like 9 o'clock in the morning. I want to wake up and have it be dark. I live in Canada, which means we don't have like air conditioning like in our houses. It'll be in like the mall and like certain businesses or whatever, but we don't just like have air conditioning here. Our homes are built with enough insulation to trap heat inside it because, you know, it's supposed to be cold here. So half the time it's like even hotter inside than it is outside, which is just not fair. I'm not even wearing pants right now, so I can't stand up in this video. I'm not wearing pants because it's too hot to wear pants. It's too hot to even wear this shirt, but I need fucking something, okay? I realize this video is just gonna be me complaining for 7 minutes and 35 seconds. I see the counter there. I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this. This is a stream of consciousness about how much I hate warm weather. Oh my god, we're halfway through August. I can make it another 2 months. I miss dressing the way that I want to. I miss being able to wear jewelry and sweaters without feeling like it's too hot. Like, it's literally too hot to wear jewelry right now. Like, what's the point? Sometimes I go grocery shopping and I'm like, oh, I'll get dressed up to go grocery shopping, and I put on like a couple necklaces, and then by the time I come home I'm just like, I have to take them off. I'm so fucking uncomfortable, and it's just like a little thing around my neck. It's too hot. It's even too hot in the mall when there's supposed to be air conditioning. Like, you can technically feel that it's like cooler inside the mall, but not really by much. Just like enough that you don't get heat stroke outside. I have to do my hair in like stages now too, because if I take a shower, even if I take a shower with like cold water, for some reason just being in there makes the bathroom a little hot, so I'm like sweating by the time I get out of the shower, even if I use literally only cold water. Then I have to go in there once I'm cool enough, once the bathroom is cool enough, so I can blow dry my hair, right, with all the like styling products in it, but then the blow drying is like too hot, so then I have to leave and wait for that to clear up. Then I come back and then I curl my hair, and then it's even worse, it's even hotter. This is like the absolute least of my worries, but you know. So not only am I just suffering in like every way possible, not only that, I also have to contend with hearing every fucking person on the planet being like, oh, good morning everyone, it's such a beautiful day outside. Oh, good morning everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. It is gorgeous outside. It is just so hot and sunny. It's just like so nice for going outside and like sitting on the beach and like getting heat stroke. Oh my god, I just love being outside when it's just like too hot to do anything. I love not being able to dress the way I want because I just sweat through literally everything. Oh my god, it's such a good thing we're not having this stupid shitty weather like rain, right? Oh my god, even though like everything is dying outside because of how hot it is, like, I don't want rain. Somebody said that in a group chat last year when we were going through a literal heat dome that killed people and didn't rain for 2 months, and I swear to god, I've never felt homicidal in my life until that moment. I wanted to cause bodily harm. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'm so angry. I just sit here and I'm like, ugh, I feel like I can't do anything. I just feel like I'm so just drained. Like, all I can do is survive until the weather gets back to normal and something that I like. The place that I live is not even like supposed to be hot. Like, it's supposed, everyone jokes like, it only is sunny like for 1 day out of the year, lol, and I'm like, maybe it's just my brain taking this too literally, but it doesn't really rain that much here. I mean, if it were up to me, it would be raining pretty much 90% of the time. 95% of the time. 80% of the time. Because the other 20% would be snow. That's my ideal world. I have so much stuff that I want to work on. I'm still working on my comic. It would be nice to work on music again, because that's really fun. I just haven't really been inspired for that, which is fine. Music's more of just like a hobby that I do when when something strikes me. It's so hard to do any of the things that I care about right now because it's just so hot. The idea that weather can just like derail your entire life is so stupid. Oh my god, it makes me so angry. Like, all I can do right now is just play video games and like eat, and I don't even eat properly either. Like, when it's summer, I hardly eat anything Not because it's like, oh, like, I just don't feel hungry. And then I'll, like, suddenly start, like, my tongue will start, like, vibrating, and I'll start, like, sweating profusely, and I'll be feeling dizzy, and I'll be like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh yeah, I haven't eaten in the past 12 hours. So now my body's going into shock. Great. This happens, like, I mean, not super often. Maybe, like, a few times a week. I don't know. I already have alarms set on my phone that go off every 2 hours to remind me to drink things. But at least with the drinking, it's like, it just takes some water, you know? You don't need to bother chewing. It's very easy to force yourself to drink something. But I'm just never hungry. I also can't bake anymore, which is one of my favorite hobbies in the world because it's too hot to use the stove. It just makes everything even hotter. Me and my sister have been making a lot of homemade ice cream lately though, so there's that. We have a few jars of that in the fridge that I'm going to be making my way through at some point. You can see like a little bit of my open closet like right there, like in the mirror. I think it would be really funny if at one point during this video you could just see like a guy behind it. I think that would be really funny. This summer, like, comparatively hasn't even been that bad. Like, last year was like record-breaking levels of like, this is fucking horrible. Last year was like, move into my basement and just sit on the floor on my phone for the entire day because that's all I can do just to survive how hot it was. Last year, I was literally just filling up a bathtub and just sitting in it. Like, not even on my phone, just, like, sitting there with my head just fucking swimming. It was just a blur. It was the fucking worst. I came upstairs to retrieve a chocolate bar that I had left, and it was soup. I wish I could have taken a video, because in hindsight, it was really funny, but at the time, it was just like, even this, come on. There's like a little part of me too that feels a bit uncomfortable even like expressing this because I have so many of my friends who have seasonal depression like in the winter, and like every winter they'll be like, oh man, you know, this weather's making it really hard for me to like do things or shit, and I'm just like, oh, that sucks, because this is the only time out of the year that I feel alive at all. Pretty much, I think the reason I'm making this video at all is because I'm feeling so just, like, executively dysfunctional right now. I was trying to do some art stuff this morning, and to be fair, I did do some, but I, like, ran out of steam way quicker than I usually do, just because I can't do anything when the weather is like this. And making videos is a quote-unquote easy way to still like stay creative, I guess. Just like editing gives me something to do. So I was like, why not just complain into my phone for 20 minutes and then I'll feel like I've accomplished something. Much like a lot of mentally ill people, I struggle with, you know, reaching the end of the day feeling like, oh, I've done nothing, oh, I'm worthless, you know, even though the things that I've done all day is fight bad vibes. Thankfully, my executively dysfunctional shit cloud of bad vibes is entirely contingent on the weather, so I do have a finish line in sight, but that doesn't mean that I'm still going through it now. You know what's even more stupid is that I'm already feeling like panicked about next summer. Like, this hasn't even ended yet and I'm already thinking like, oh my god, like in 9 months it's gonna be fucking May again, and then I'm gonna have to go through all this over again, and I'll be at the very beginning, and then I just start getting all freaked out and upset, and I'm like, we're in like mid-August. It's fine. We're gonna have a few more weeks of like really hot sun, then it's gonna start tapering down in September, then we'll get like 1 or 2 more like stupid heat waves just to keep us on our toes, and then finally by October, please God, by October, please let it be cold again so I can get back to my normal. I fucking hate summer so goddamn much. Okay, fine, goodbye. Hi, editing Selena here. You know what, another thing that really bugs me is that whenever I go on the internet and I'm like, hey, I have seasonal depression in the summer, I need like tips. You know, I go into Google and then I find websites that are like, oh, here's some things that can help with seasonal depression in the summer. You know, it's very it's unusual. Most people have it in others, but here's some things. Number one, it could be that you hate this season so much because you're struggling with your body issues that come from wearing your swimsuit. So here's some things you can do to work on your body issues. And I'm like, what? And then another one is like, oh, maybe you're worrying about your financials from all the vacations that you're taking in the summer. And I'm like, what? I hate this season because of the weather. That's literally it. That's literally fucking it.